No, what is that? That's Star Wars. Okay, so the other night we got to see Jurassic World, and this is the fourth installment in a very long-running series about dinosaurs. And Jurassic Park hasn't been back on screen since I was a kid with Jurassic Park 3, and after Jurassic Park 3, a lot of people are like, thank the Lord. So here comes Jurassic World. It's a whole new team of who's creating it. Steven Spielberg's name is on it, but he barely did anything. And you got big actors, Chris Pratt, the kid from Mud, the guy from New Girl, Jack Johnson, right? I think it's Jack. Anyway, you got all this cast of characters. I think they're basically setting up a story where they want to reopen the park. So they're ignoring 2 and 3. 2 and 3 never happened in this timeline. Just 1, and it was a park. It failed. They're reopening it. Bigger, better, the world. Jurassic World. And here comes the dinosaurs. They're building dinosaurs. The park is more secure now. It's more modern technology so they can keep them contained. And of course, it wouldn't be a movie without something bad happening. So the plot of the whole thing is pretty well established from the beginning. They build this spliced dinosaur. Indominus Rex, and he is the stupidest name, but he is basically a super badass predator. He is quicker than a T-Rex. He is smarter than any dinosaur out there. What did you think of the plot?
The plot wasn't too great. It was basically the same as all the other movies. Like they're building a park.
None of the other movies were that.
What?
That was only the first movie. They're building a park. The others have nothing to do with building parks.
And then what does Jurassic Park?
Okay, so the plot I thought was, as good as you're gonna get in a blockbuster type movie. Kids get lost. The grown-ups have to go save them. There's the badass character, the female that's annoying but becomes good, and a lot of fodder, right? Yep, fodder for the dinosaurs to kill. So I really did like the characters for the plot. And even the dinosaurs had some heart to them, and that was pretty interesting to actually care about a CGI dinosaur. Nugget, go away!
She's fine.
She can't keep doing that. I can't concentrate. Okay, so next up would be the acting, and the acting was pretty much, I guess, what you expect in a blockbuster movie. There's some cheesy looking over hero poses. I don't know, did you think anybody was really awful in it?
No, I didn't think anyone was awful. The little brother, I can't remember his name.
I don't remember his name either.
Worth crap, but it just seemed like if he wasn't there, it would have been the same.
For the acting, I mean, Chris Pratt was definitely a great choice. This guy's going to be everywhere after this movie. He was after Guardians, but now he's going to be in more movies because he has the star power. I mean, people love him. He is funny, he's charming, he's good looking now, and actually he was always pretty good looking. And he has acting chops. I mean, these movies, these fun action movies are, like Guardians in this, are great, but we can see that he has another layer of acting that hopefully somebody will tap into eventually. But overall, he really brought his A game. And of course, the guy from New Girls is always the funny one-liner. So overall, the acting was, what you expect in a blockbuster movie. Don't expect, anybody to win an award. But nobody was horrible.
What I really enjoyed watching was the killing scenes. They made it really realistic, and that is what I want to see. That was great. That was the best part of the movie.
Well, as realistic as you can get dinosaurs being, killing people.
Yeah.
One thing I gotta say that I really loved, the dinosaurs versus the dinosaurs. It's probably the most dinosaur and dinosaur action that you got in the whole series, even the first one. You actually saw the, what's its name? Indominus Rex actually kill multiple dinosaurs. Not one, not two, multiple. It goes to fight, I'm not going to spoil the ending, but it goes to fight, fuck, I forgot their names. The ones with the big ass, bulky tails that can swing and, slam you in the face and kill you. fights one of those, it fights pterodactyls, it fights a lot, and it fights humans, and a chopper with a fucking military gun on it. So it's really cool to see the fights in this movie there.
Something I didn't like would probably be, I guess I'm so used to like Game of Thrones type shit, but I didn't like that any of the dinosaurs killed off any main characters. Like,
it was a summer movie. They played it safe. I will say one other thing before I get to one or two negatives. Love the tense moments in this. I didn't feel there were any tense moments in the couple of last sequels, so I really love the moment when the Indominus Rex, I keep saying his name wrong.
Indominus.
Yeah, when he first gets out, and Chris Pratt's under the car. You might have seen it in the previews, but the previews don't do it justice. But on the negative, on the flip side, the only really two things that spring to my mind, a little too much CGI, and when I say that, it is, my problem with the CGI is that there's no robotics in this, and I guess I would have just liked it a little bit more, especially when the humans are close. You can definitely see the CGI. That, and of course that it tried to bring back so much of the first one. It didn't really, it was trying to play on your memories, and it did it well. I mean, I guess that's what it was going for, and it succeeded, but it kind of felt, like, oh, you didn't have to show the goggles from the first one. I mean, it was like a little fun callback, but why would that kid left the goggles? Why would they still be there? Why would they still work? It's like 25 fucking years later, so, but that's it. Those are the only negatives I really had. I have to say what this movie had that the other previous sequels did not. It had the fun of the original. It was fun to watch. You had kids in there, you had adults, and I think everybody just had a good time. Whether it was a perfect movie or not is debatable, but whether it was a fun movie, that I can say, without a doubt, in my opinion, is a lot of fun to watch. So, what would you give it?
I'd give it a 7.
Okay, and I'd give it an 8. I think this movie was the first movie of the summer that didn't disappoint me. Really enjoyable. I would say definitely full price. I'm assuming yours is more matinee price for 7.
Yeah.
Matinee. The reason I say full price, I think it's the theater experience. If you go in with a theater that's going to enjoy this movie, it's a lot of fun. If you're going to go to a kind of empty theater, you might not enjoy it much. You might not laugh at the scenes that everybody else is laughing at. So you might not enjoy it as much. But as a visual, stunning movie and how it's shot, it's beautiful. And I definitely think it's worth seeing in theaters, whether it's matinee or full price. I don't think you should even wait for the red box on this because it's worth watching in theaters. And I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Dun, 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 dun. What the fuck is it? They just sang it yesterday.
I didn't know what
the guy was. Do, do, do.
It's definitely not that.
Do, 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 do. No, it's like that. It's like it's a build-up of some sort. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. No, Star Wars.
Star Wars again.